Hello everybody, welcome back to the Liminal Pines. Hey, maybe you're like me. You love drawing with pens and you have tried literally everything. Ballpoint pens have inconsistent ink flow and they tend to smudge all too often, especially when you want to use watercolor or do something like an ink wash. And you've heard of microns, and don't get me wrong, they're very nice, but maybe you just don't quite connect with the felt tips. That was me too, until I learned about fountain pens. Nowadays, I almost exclusively draw with fountain pens. Literally, I keep one on me all the time. And I think that they are superior for a number of reasons, and I'm going to tell you why. First and foremost, fountain pens offer a wide variety of different inks and pen nibs. See, most store-bought pens are locked into just one singular kind of ink. In contrast, fountain pens can be retrofitted with a converter that allows you to use any ink of your choice. I personally use De Atramentis archival ink for its waterproof capabilities. And then you have the pen nibs. You can choose an ultra fine nib for detailed hatching or just really tiny detail work, or you can even use an angled nib that mimics a brush. Now, how you're able to do that with a pen, I don't know, it's magic, seriously, but trust me, it works. Even a single nib, no matter the width, can give you a ton of line variation because of the way that fountain pens function. Now, this can depend on the angle that you draw at or how hard you press. Seriously, they're very versatile. And because of this wide variety, they are perfect for both sketching and inking. They are truly the tool that can do everything. Secondly, fountain pens, like any other ink-based media, are permanent. Now, this can sound scary, and trust me, it kinda is scary, but it's also liberating if you just reorient your perspective. Just knowing that any line that you place down cannot be erased, it forces you to commit. This, in turn, eliminates decision fatigue and allows you to make progress, which is what we're all really searching for when it comes to art. Or maybe it's only what some of us are searching for. I don't know, I can't really speak for others. So even if that line that you put down is objectively ugly, garbage, it looks awful, you still put it down, and that in turn serves as something that you can learn from in the future. In essence, it allows you to make a series of low stakes failures. And over time, that kind of failure can add up to progress. And for my final point, fountain pens just feel amazing. They feel amazing in the hand. They're beautiful to look at. What's there not to love about them? They can be rather cheap, but they look and feel like premium tools. They're durable, refillable, accessible, and just fun to use. Simply just holding one in my hands right now, that's what I'm doing, it makes me want to draw. Simply just holding this pen right here, it just gives me the inspiration to just put it to paper and start drawing. This is probably the most important part in reality, practically speaking, because it is not the tool that you use to make your art, it's whether or not you make art in the first place. And anything that is going to help you do so is going to be worth your while. And for me, it just so happens to be fountain pens. Even something as simple as refilling an ink cartridge can become a cathartic ritual, making your progress feel more intentional, like it has purpose. All of these aspects make the fountain pen an amazing tool for the act of drawing. So which fountain pens would I recommend? Come on, you've been yapping all this time about how great fountain pens are, but what pens do I actually use? Well, first I have my Lamy Safari for thick, consistent lines. This pen right here is my daily driver for sketching. I use this thing every day. Second, I have the Pilot Kakuno for ultra fine lines and light sketching. The super fine nib on this pen makes it perfect for delicate hatching. Lastly, I carry the Sailor Fude de Manen for dynamic lines and black fills. Now, this is the pen with the most difficult learning curve, but once mastered, it is perfect for varied line weight. It's just like using a brush pen. You see, holding it vertical gives you these really thin lines, while holding it at a 45-degree angle gives you thicker lines. Just think of all the applications that you could use this for your line work. In short, these 3 pens cover everything that I need as an artist. So if you're struggling to take your art to the next level, consider giving the humble fountain pen a try. They're versatile, permanent, and they feel great to use. Just my Lamy Safari alone has been instrumental in my growth as an artist. Like I said, I use this thing every single day. Thank you for watching this video. If you have a fountain pen you would like to recommend, please go ahead and drop it in the comments. I would love to hear what you're rocking with. Also, if this video helped you in any way whatsoever, go ahead and give that silly little subscribe button a little tickle. Please check out the other videos that are on the channel. There's some on there that you might like. Goodbye.